Okay, take 3. I can't seem to get the angle right. So we might use this one. We'll see. So this is my Thermomix, and I have some water in here. I'm going to steam my cauliflower for my Pfannkuchen. I'm making Pfannkuchen today. It's an old German recipe. Anyway, just a quick tour. This is our condo, which is we bought because we were working in Toronto. And since then, we closed down our house and we rented it out in Elora. But this is like a little playground for both of us. So I have my paints over here. We have e-bikes over here. We have sewing table here. It's amazing what you don't really need. More e-bikes, a small little kitchen, which is quite cute. And we've had this place for 8 years. The view is always spectacular, especially during sunsets, pretty much all year round. Anyway, I'm going to turn this on now. It's super easy. So I'm going to turn it on for, I hope you can see this. Sheesh, it's harder than it looks. I'm going to turn it on for 20 minutes. I'm going to put it on Varoma, which is what they use to steam things with. And then I'm going to make the blade at the bottom whisk around the water so that the steam goes up into this area here. See the steam? Because since this is my 3rd take. Anyway, I'm going to go see if this worked. See you soon. Okay, while my stuff is cooking, I wanted to show you the beauty of cookie dough. This is cookie dough on my, so I have all these recipes, which is a zillion recipes. Let me just go to the login here, which is a zillion recipes, and they upload new recipes all the time. Like for Christmas, they had a ton of stuff here. See all the cookies? After all, this is German. Amazing cookies and falafels, and let me tell you, this goes on and on and on and on, right? Stuff that you can make in the Thermomix. Okay, so right now I have my stuff steaming, so I want to get ready for my sauce. So I'm gonna go, and I have some, you can save the recipes over here. So I'm going to go to, I have a folder for Rene alone. So if he has stuff that he makes separate for mine. And then I have, all the rest are mine. Let's see here. Sauces. So I'm going to make this bechamel sauce. And how it works is, so I have the sauce here. I have all the ingredients here. And I sent the recipe over to my Thermomix. See on the side there's an attachment, and it's on Wi-Fi. So you see the green on the outside. It's on Wi-Fi. So what that does is it sets the machine for the ingredients. Wait till you see that. It'll just blow your mind. No more like cups measuring. Hopefully it'll go well. This is the ounces. So that's always a bit touchy. I like the other units better, 100 grams, and maybe I should do that. Well, I'll show you how I can search for the same recipe on the Thermomix. So I have it here, but I'm going to also show you how I can do it on the Thermomix. And since I bought my 2 Thermomixes, 2 places, 2 Thermomixes, makes sense, right? They have a TM5 and a TM6 just came out right shortly after. So what they did was they made the computer screen a little bit larger. And I do believe the canisters are a bit larger, and it does some more funky stuff. I think the steamer at the top might be a little bit bigger. And I think even though this can fry onions, I think that it doesn't fry them crispy brown. Whereas the new machine does that. So I could see me just like caking everything onto the bottom. Anyways, so that's a little bit about the Thermomix, but I'm about to show you more. It'll blow your mind. I'm just going to put my sauce ingredients in there, and out will come bechamel sauce. See you soon. Okay. So I just finished steaming my cauliflower. It's pretty good. And I'm just gonna put this in here. It's kind of just a little bit crispy still. I like my cauliflower really cooked. I'm really weird that way. I know most people like it crispy. And I'm just gonna dump out the water from this. Maybe in retirement I should become a Thermomix salesperson. Oh, I don't know why the light's on, but let me see. I'm gonna pull down this thing. Let me dry it. No need to wash it. Okay, not red anymore. Now I'm gonna look for the recipe. So I have two choices. I can go to my recipes, or I could go to the saved collection. The saved collection is the basic cookbook, which comes with the machine, and it's running through this cookie dough thing here on the side, see? And so it's the basic machine, so I can look for bechamel sauce here. And I'm kind of hoping, bechamel. Now watch this. This is so cool. Start. So it tells you the what you need. Oh, and it's teaspoons. I was kind of hoping it would be metric. Don't know how to change. Maybe let me go into menus. Quit. Metric units activated. Oh, that's nice. Now I gotta go back, and I don't know how I did that. And saved collections, basic cookbook. God, you never know what's gonna happen. I don't know how they do those cooking shows where everything goes really smoothly, because it's not gonna be me. Start. No, it's still on. Okay, well, forget it. I guess metric is ounces. All right, so 3 tablespoons of butter. Let me see what it says. So now I push next, and it tells me to put 3 tablespoons of butter in. So let's do that. I'm gonna, guess it's not doing that. Why is that not working? It's so annoying. Okay, so I'm super frustrated already because I can't get the Thermomix to change into, I think it's metric units. So I've got to use this old-fashioned tool, but I will figure it out. I just want to keep going here. So I need 3 tablespoons of unsalted butter, so I will put that in. And normally, if I have it on a different setting, what will happen is it shows up down here as to how much I put in, and it's so much easier than this. This is just frustrating. Rene's over there trying to figure it out too, but I'm just going to keep going. Otherwise, I'm never going to get my Pfannkuchen done. Maybe with the Pfannkuchen dough, I'll have better luck. Okay, so now I put this on. Next, put the bowl. It's telling me to insert my measuring cup. And I did, and then it says 3 minutes at 212 degrees Fahrenheit, which usually is Celsius. And the blade's at the bottom. I just, in order to turn it on, I just turn it this way. See? Cool. That's gonna go for 3 minutes, and I'll be right back. Okay, so it worked. See, it melted my butter. Woohoo! Okay, now I'm gonna push next. See, next. And it says 5 tablespoons of all-purpose flour. Now, normally, my machine measures it for me if I could only figure it out properly. Who needs to wash things? Okay, so 5 tablespoons of flour. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, let me get my, where is it? Of course it's not there. Here it is. This is a special device that they have for Thermomixes. So I'm just gonna get the flour off here a little bit. Okay, so now I push next again. Watch. Next, insert measuring cup. Did that. Now it says 3 minutes, 212 degrees, and it wants me to turn it on to 1. So if you look inside, you can see that it's turning, and you don't have to babysit it. So it's kind of like frying it. I hope you can see it. My biggest challenge right now is getting the angle right on the GoPro. All right, I'll be back. Whew, did you see that? I actually got it. There it is. Okay. All right, next. 18 ounces of whole milk. Oh my God, it's letting me do it. Holy, I don't have to measure it with a cup. I have to figure that out. So look, you can see down here, it's measuring it for me. Once you get to the end, you have to be really careful because you're gonna end up with too much. So I'm at 18.2, but I want it a little bit thinner because it ends up getting thick when I put it in there and put it back in the oven. Let's see, next. 1/2 teaspoon of salt. 1/4. Oops, all the flour is falling off. 1/2 teaspoon of salt. How to do this eloquently. Not by Gabriele. I can't see. 1/2 teaspoon yet. 1/2 teaspoon of salt. Next. Ground black pepper. And next, nutmeg. Now, the key to this sauce for me has always been nutmeg. Let me get a knife. I love nutmeg. I know that's kind of not a Canadian thing unless it's apple pie or something, I don't know. But I love nutmeg. I like it in mashed potatoes. And it's all because of the Thermomix. So that's it. So you put the lid on. Tells you to put the lid on. Next. It's all set for you, see? 6 minutes, 195, and now it wants me to turn it up to 4. All right. Time to clean up my flour mess. Okay, so it's really whisking in there. I think that's so that it doesn't get all glommy. So the machine starts to cook it now, and we're at 4 minutes and 30-ish seconds, and we'll see what happens. Okay, let's see what my sous chef did. There's the sauce, and it's actually pretty darn good usually. See, it's not too thick. Let me taste it. Bingo. All right. So the thing about crepes and cauliflower and ham, we usually make cauliflower and ham with our German Pfannkuchen. I'm going to call them Pfannkuchen, but they're kind of like fatter crepes. So there you go. There's my first step, and now I'm going to make the Pfannkuchen to show you how to do that. All right. So a lot of people have 2 of these canisters, and that works. So 2 canisters, and I just hope that the crepe recipe is in metrics. So I don't have to measure anything, so I can show you how that works. Okay, the reality is I'm ready to go. All right, wish me luck. Recipes. Let's go to the basic cookbook. I wonder if they have crepes on here. A, B, C. They call them crepes, even though it's a German cookbook, because not too many people know to call them Pfannkuchen. Pfanne means pan, Kuchen means cake. Boy, there's got a lot of B's. And go down to R. I, J, K, come on. My hands are wet, so it's not helping at all. Crepes, crepes. Please let it be in metric. Look at all the recipes. This is just the basic cookbook. Crepe. Oh, did I pass it? Cornbread. Cream. Why are they not calling it cream puffs? Cream spinach. Sheesh. Cream anglaise. Crepes! I found it. Start. Please let it be in No! There has to be some kind of, I don't want it on ounces. Heaven help me. I have to figure that out. Normally it wasn't on ounces before. This is all new. Drives me crazy. So I need butter, milk, all-purpose flour, 4 eggs, and a pinch of salt. Got it. 2 ounces. Oh, they have it on top. Oh, this is so much better. Okay, so 2 ounces of unsalted butter, and watch, it's going to weigh it for me. Watch it change. 0.7 ounces. 1. This is German cuisine from back in the day, so I can guarantee you it's not going to be lean cuisine. 2 ounces of butter, and then you push next. Not rocket science. Put on measuring cup. Some people don't even wash the machine between recipes, but I do. I didn't do that great of a job. So it's gone 2 minutes, 160 degrees, and it wants me to turn it on to 2. All right. That shouldn't take too long, see? And it says melting. Like my second career will be in selling Thermomixes or something. You know how you get one of these machines is that the lady comes to your house and makes you dinner. She makes you like drinks and salads and steams things and makes you a soup. Now, everybody kind of does it a little bit differently, but that's what our lady did. She did a really good job. And I think that the German philosophy is that you can buy the machine in a store, but then how do you know how to use it? Because it's just so complicated. I'll show you how to make bread dough in this next, maybe. The bread dough works so well. Rene uses it all the time for like his bread. He makes like a German one and a yogurt one. Maybe I'll get him to do it because he's such a pro at it. We always work as a team anyway. Oh, 57 seconds. I can blab through anything. And it will have melted my butter. When I make Pfannkuchen, you know, like we did when I was a kid, I never put butter. This is a strictly Thermomix thing. I just use eggs, flour, milk. I don't really think it changes much to add the butter, other than your cholesterol. 24 seconds, 23, 22, countdown. It's getting dark outside again. It really bugs me. View from the kitchen. Nice. Wait till you see it at night. I'll show it to you sometime when I'm cooking. All right. I'm going to push next. 21 ounces of whole milk. And look, it's tarring here. So 21 ounces, here we go. 2, 3, 7, 8, 9, 21 ounces. And I bet you I'm going to have to get a new bag. Oh, okay, hang on. Nothing in my fridge because Alex isn't here and I want to clean it. So we're leaving it. Okay, 18, 21. That'll do. Oh wait, it's probably gonna need eggs. 8 ounces. Oh, it's doing it. 9 ounces of all-purpose flour. See, it says that. And and this is my little weigh gadget that I really like. I'll just use this since it happens to be here. Okay, so 9 ounces. I was arguing on some wall the other day about a Thermomix, and the lady said her Vitamix is just the same, and I'm like, yeah, right. And she kind of said, oh, I'm not going to say it. Never mind. I'm going to be politically correct, which is really hard for me. Oops, I went over. Let me just take a little bit out. There we go. Perfect. Next. 4 large eggs. We're lucky to even have eggs since our fridge is super bare. I'm not supposed to crack them on the side, but whatever. 1, 2. Buckle my shoe. 3, 4. All right, let's see. Next, pinch of salt. Okay, I'll put this on. Next, insert measuring cup, done. Now it wants me, it's going to mix it for 20 seconds. It's not going to be heated, and they want it on relatively high, so it's going to be on 4. And it's going to make my dough for me. Whoop, whoop. See that? There it goes. Yeah. 4 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Done. And we have dough. There you go. It should be the consistency of kind of like a milkshake. So it's kind of, this is crepe dough. And when I make it, I actually make it thicker. I find this really hard to get it to stick together, to flip it. But I'll show you the struggle is real. Okay, I'm gonna set up my stuff over here and I'll be right back. Okay, so I've heated up my pan a little bit and I'm gonna put some of this in. I'm gonna do a test run because this thing, see how much oil you need? Maybe a bit much. So with these Pfannkuchen, I can make, with this dough, I think I'm, okay, well, I've been thinking about apple fritters, but I think this dough might be a little bit too runny for apple fritters. When I make my dough, the dough is much thicker. Anyway, I'll think about it. So this has to be super hot, and I'm gonna do a test one, which is gonna be all uneven. And it's kind of like American pancakes, but and thicker than French pancakes, but We'll see. And the struggle is really difficult on the first one. So let me see how close I'm going to get to it. It's pretty hot. Right now I have it on Super Max, but it is definitely oh, I better turn this on. Oh, but if I turn that on, then you guys can't hear me. Sheesh. I'm learning here. Oops. Damn. Told you the struggle was real. I'm just gonna leave it. To hell with it. When we get able to get that apart. But I can see that it is definitely getting hot. So usually I keep it really, really, really hot, but not on max. I turn it down maybe 1 or 2 notches. We have made these for dessert for people on our barbecue. Like, you know how the barbecue has a side thing, and it blows people away. We make like strawberry sauce, chocolate sauce, blueberry sauce, whipped cream, like real whipped cream, for dessert. And it's just great. My daughter usually, she stands there and does it. I think my kids kind of like this recipe because, you know, it is German. I used to make it when they were kids. There, it's getting there. All right, let's do a real one. So, this is still going to be difficult because I don't know how the dough is going to react. But I got some good fat going on in there. Otherwise, you're going to be in big trouble. Let me get a plate. I don't want to. I'm one of those clean cooks. You know, the kind that doesn't put her thing down and la 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 la. My friend is a family studies teacher, and she says she doesn't mind eating at my house. Is that a big compliment, eh? So, I got it on pretty high. I'm going to turn it down just a little. There it goes. Now this is pretty tricky. I did it! You kind of have to wait until they're somewhat, you know, brown. Now, the other thing that we do with these is we cut them in thin slices and we get a broth going and we use them as noodles. And the actual, you know, the actual fat, the crispy fat makes it really good. I hate to say it. I'll make something lean cuisine, I promise. I wanted to make these yesterday, but I just decided to go for bike ride instead. What else is new? So there's enough fat in here to do another one. And I don't know how many I'm going to get out of this dough. When the kids are here, I make a double batch. And honestly, we can't even get enough. There you go. And so it goes. I like savory. So basically after this, I've got ham in my empty fridge and I'm going to roll it in ham. I'm going to heat it up in a pan, first of all, roll it in ham and put my cauliflower and cheese sauce as a main dish. And then we go from there. I'll show you how we do the jam ones for coffee. It's super simple. You just make them like this, add your raspberry jam and roll it up, and it's great. I wonder if this dough is, maybe I'll do apple fritters when the kids are here another time, because what's the use of making apple fritters for us? We don't eat like that. So fattening. I think I will. I'm going to make apple fritters once when the kids are back. There you go. Smells good. I wish I had a smell button. That'd be kind of cool. Very futuristic. I wanted to talk to you about the fat that we use for these. Now, olive oil really doesn't work. I've used it before when I've run out of other stuff, but usually vegetable oil of some sort, something lighter that you don't really. I keep this. I don't use it in salads or anything like that, but I use it for stuff like this. Something that is not so strong. I've done a few. And there we go. They are fabulous. I always like these when people have never really had them before, especially Canadians. You know, crepes isn't something that they make a lot of. And it's really simple to do. If you don't have a Thermomix, you just use a whisk or a stand mixer. Well, it works the same. You just put the same ingredients in, and you can just use a hand whisk. You know, like a regular old hand whisk will do the job. You don't need a fancy Thermomix to make this dough. So the one thing that I forgot to show you is, yes, I use a lot of oil on the first pancake, and then I used it for the second pancake, but usually I just use a tiny bit of oil. Watch. Hopefully it won't come out too much on the rest of them, because the pan is hot enough, and you can do it. I'm almost done my dough. Damn thing. And that wasn't big enough. I'm gonna put a little bit more. And I've got my little pile over here. Ooh, this is gonna be a thin one. And thin one with holes. Pan's so heavy. Sometimes I use a bigger pan. That way I don't have to do so many. But anyway, ooh, it's coffee time. Thanks, Rene.
My name is Rene. I will be your waiter.
This should be interesting when we get it together. Nice shirt, Rene.
Thank you.
Those were the days when we weren't in quarantine and we could actually fly to Hawaii. Look, chocolate factory in Hawaii. Oh yeah, that was fun.
So no arguing on video?
No arguing on video, Rene. It's not allowed. We disagree on everything after almost 40 years of marriage. Thanks for the coffee, Boo Boo.
No problema.
Oh, his nickname is Boo Boo. That's a funny story. But anyway. Yum. All right, I'll be right back. Okay, I'm just gonna plate it, and I'm just gonna do the savory one first. I'm gonna add some ham. It's really simple, not rocket science. I'm gonna add my cauliflower. I said cheese sauce before, but it's actually white sauce. I prefer white sauce over cheese sauce. If you're gonna eat something this fattening, you might as well save on some calories. There's one, and I need a knife. And then you cut it. You can see, if I cut it, you can see it. See? It's pretty good, just like any other crepe that you've ever seen before in your life. And this is for the last thing. I have this black currant organic jam, and I usually just like schmutz a bit, just very little. And remember, you can eat these with ice cream. You can eat them with all kinds of stuff. And you just schmutz a little. Oh my God, it is so good. And just roll it up nice and thin. And if you want, then just cut it. I'm trying to concentrate into little pieces. And then you get some ice cream out. and whatever else you want. There you go. My take on crepes. And it's nighttime. Good night.